was you know the napkins that we separate, we end up with these pieces? Or you can use paper towels or tissue paper. Well, I decided I was going to use the leftovers. So I just decoupage this bottle. Oh, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later, Betty. So what I'm going to do now is, this isn't enough of a texture for me. So to give it more texture, I'm just going to, let me move this. I cut up the papers into pieces. And look, even though this one still has a pattern on, it's fine. Actually, I noticed that one way the papers cut well, and then the other way they don't cut so straight. So let's just use some of these. And all I'm going to do is kind of scrunch them up. And I have my decoupage, my big decoupage is dropped and fell, so I ended up saving some of it here in my bowl, but this is what I'm using, the Decoupage Varnish Glue. Actually, it says textiles, but it's not. It's for ceramic. I threw out the I don't want to put too much. I threw out the bottle because it fell and smashed on the floor. So all I'm doing is crunching it up. And I should put some underneath to hold it in place. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. And I don't like putting them in these containers, but I don't really have a choice. Just want to make sure. And again, can you see, or should I bring you down? Yeah, that would stick on canvas, Rennie. The bottle I showed you by mistake just now is for textiles, but let me show you the ceramics one. There's two others. Let me just get them out. And I'm sure there's others, but right now the ones that I use this is the one I'm using right now. Hi Judy, welcome. And this is the one that's all-purpose. And this one is for textiles. So let me move these out of my way. And it's the ceramics one I dropped. I put too much on here and we want it to dry. So I'm just really creating texture. And you know, from time to time I do lives, not just for the products I have, but for other projects. Hey, Lynn. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Dolly. How are you? Hi, Solly. How are you? Today I'm doing a bottle that everyone can do. And once we're done, you can add flowers, and I plan to do would you bend flowers. Actually, I was debating between would you bend flowers and the vine. Look at this one. I gave you an idea. That's great. I look lovely and great and relaxed. Yeah, having your kids over is so relaxing. At least I know where they are. I call them my kids, even though they're not, well, they're not babies, but and I also planned out, seeing that Solly is here, my project for Would You Bend for this week. And I'm Solly Joe, I might take a bit longer than 15 or 20. But I'll see. I'll practice first and then see. Did you all watch Artemis this morning? Elizabeth, those are on Amazon. And I just bought 12 of them. And you can see I've really laid down the decoupage glue. So all I have really is I've just created some texture. You can go in any direction you want. And I just need a little bit more to take it to the top. Oh, she was amazing. She did such a great job. She's going to be doing this once a month in French. And it would be great if you could all watch and support her, because she doesn't think she's an artist, but she is amazing. And I'll cut the top off as soon as I finish gluing and drying. So by the time, if you do this and you decide on the pattern you want, you can add anything to it. And I did have my dryer because I was using it. Oh, there it is. Hello, Maria. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm using, no, not tissue paper, just the backing from napkins. Look, like I have this napkin, and that's what I'm using. Thank you, Dolly. Has anybody, our last winner from last week, let me just check that I did this right. Elizabeth, it wasn't Elizabeth Geese. Hey! Wasabi. Wasabi, Nicole. Yes, exactly. Plus, I figured that most people would have something that's left over. I'm trying to find the name. Hold on. If anybody knows Carol Hoffman McGill, please let her know. Oh, no worries. Please let her know that she won. I'm just going to put this down and put these away because I don't think we're going to need tissues anymore. Get rid of this. Oh, great. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, she must have not seen it, Betty. And we're going to do this in classical colors. Yes. And the only problem with doing these lives is that it takes time for paint to dry. Now you can make these diagonals as thick or as thin as you want. If there are any new people that don't know me, please say hello. I would like for Carol to just send me her address because she won this and I want to give her time to reach out before we're almost dry. Mm-hmm. Oh, you did? Thank you. Okay, let me just get rid of my brushes, put them in some water. I'm going to put this down like this. I don't want to lose any more of my decoupage medium than I have already. So I'm just going to close this and I'm going to label it because you know what I'm like. Decoupage, and that was for ceramics. Put this here. And I'm going to have the gesso primer from Pentart, even though this isn't 100% dry. Thank you, Lynn. I hope you had a good weekend. Hello, Carla. How are you, my friend? Long time no hear. Oh, Dolly, that always happens. Always. Okay, so I'm just going to gesso this with Pentart gesso I think it's called Gesso Primer. Gesso. It's not a, it's with a gesso. And I'll get up and get it, but for right now. So did everyone have a good weekend? It was fun having the kiddos here. And I'm just priming so that I can protect the bottle. I think this is a disease we all have. Thanks for all who sprinkles. Thank you. Yeah, that I forgot the name, primer paste. And you don't need very much of it. I'm just going over it. I did not prime the bottle. I just went over it with tissue paper. With, not tissue paper, but with the napkins leftovers. And I don't know why I'm painting it with gesso. I should have used the black one because I'm going to be painting it white now. I mean black. But I could have saved myself a step by using the black, I didn't think. Thank you, Maria. Oh my God, a blast from the past. MJ Mathis, how are you? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for sprinkling. Miss Mathis was from my old days when I was doing walls. That's where the walls and more comes from. Thank you for sprinkling, Nicole. So if you're new, please say hello. We love new people. We love older people. We love old friends. And we love making new friends. I'm going to drop that in. And then I'm going to use as soon as I dry this, the Pentart Creamy Acrylic Black in Matte. Thank you, Lori. How are you doing, Lori? We do love making. How was the weather everywhere this weekend? I hope you all had good weather. This is sticky and driving me nuts. I should have put a cover on it. Oh, I'm glad. So I'll be on Would You Bend this week at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. And no Pinterest this week, which is somewhat good, because I have, yeah, I know, rain, Lynn. The rain doesn't seem to go away. Yeah, it was sheet raining here too. There is, and I even made a post, where is summer? I think I posted it as a reel. As I said, this is the part I hate. But you know what? I was talking to someone this weekend and they said to me, bring a fan. So maybe I should have brought a fan. It's still wet. But I want to make sure that each layer dries. And as I said, I was silly. I didn't use the black gesso. I should have. It would have saved me a step. That's what happens when you don't think. Please let me know where you're from and how the weather is. Is it as bad as it is here? Because we're getting sick of it here. Okay. Well, I don't mind hot. Send me hot. I'm not going to put too much paste. Black primer paste, just, yeah, I could, but I happen to have gotten the creamy, I could have just done it with the black primer paste gesso, but now it's too late. I'm going to add this, and like I said, that was, you can pounce it on, by the way, and I'm just going to thin it out just a little with my water. Yeah, my plants are loving it too, but I'm not. I don't go into the pool when my kids are here because I'm constantly going up and down, getting things for them. So I was hoping I'd be able to get in today. Just get some exercise. So I'm just painting this because we are going to use metallics. I'm just adding water to this because it is creamy. And you can use any paint you want. I'm doing it black, as you can guess, because I'm doing metallics. And talking of metallics, I got 2 new colors of metallics from Hobby Lobby this weekend. And I don't think I like them very much. Well, they're not metallics, actually. They're pearlized, they say. Intense color and excellent coverage. Pearlized dark green and pearlized carbon black, which looks like a blue to me. Almost there. Oops. I'm just drying it from the bottom so that I can hold it from the top. And you want to make sure that it's really well covered. Yeah, I love metallics. just want to be able to hold it. I found a couple of sunflowers. Oh, really? Well, that's probably why. Maybe that's a good thing that I didn't use black gesso then, Dolly, if that's the case. Oh, no worries, Kim. We all have another life as well. And for all those that sprinkled, thank you. Hopefully this hasn't dried. Let me just add some more. It's somewhat dry, but not quite. I'm just sprinkling. I've got sprinkle on the brain. I'm just finishing off the black. Almost done. And I don't really need to dry it. I can feel it sticking between my fingers. And I'm just removing the last. I don't want to waste any of my paint. And I haven't decided on the knob I'm going to use for the top. Touching it with my fingers, and that's not a good thing. Let me just clean my fingers before I blow dry this. Yeah, Lynn, they do that. No problems. I'm just cleaning my fingers because I keep getting white. Lynn, I agree with you. I can never find, half the things I want are not in the, are sold out. Okay, let's dry it. And actually, whilst it's drying, I can also show you the colors I got. Oh, you do? A second coat of varnish in between coats. Oh, I see, I see. Well, we didn't apply the gesso, the black gesso here, so hopefully we'll be fine. Well, I went this weekend and the place was empty. It really was. No one was there. I think there was maybe 5 or 6 people. And I also went, I don't know if you guys have Christmas tree near you, but when I was at Hobby Lobby, someone was saying, the girl at the cash register was saying, thank you, Rennie, that Christmas tree had a few more days to close down, and I had a gift card for there. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. No, I'm not going to mess it up. I'm just going to apply a little bit more black. But you know what, Betty? They were still very expensive. You see 50% off and 75% off. Actually, the banner said 75% off, but I didn't find anything 75% off. Even at 50%, they were still expensive. Yeah, Christmas tree had nothing. But I did have a gift card left over. So I just bought whatever I could. Well, Camille got some things for the pool. But there's nothing. Yeah, I think so too. Hi, Cynthia. Okay, I just covered it again. And I'm just going to leave this to dry. And then I'm going to show you the 2 colors. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Cynthia? I hope you're doing well. Today's July 10th. Yeah, did you have your surgery? Yes, they did, Betty. But they have nothing. Well, they filed for bankruptcy now. Let this dry a second. Let me get a paper to show you the colors. Well, the 2 colors that I'm disappointed in. I'm back. Whilst this is drying and cooling down, I got these 2. This looked like a navy to me. Oops. Oh, this is another bottle that's in the works. And this one, which was the pearlized dark green. But I want you to see the colors. It looks great like this. Oh, that is so nice to hear. It's not, I wish it was. It used to have Christmas things a long time ago. Okay, so let's get a brush. And this over green looked like a washed out color. Not at all what, yeah, I mean, you'd have to put a green. Let me see if I put a green on here. Well, that's a metallic, so that won't work. Let's put a dark green. Do I have a dark green here? Let's try this one. Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I don't like things that taste. This one must be empty. Okay, let's try this. I don't want to dry it. But we'll wait till it dries by itself, and then I'll put the other green. And this is the black. And again, maybe I can try it here over the black. Maybe that would look okay. Let's try. But it does look like a navy. I don't know if you can tell. We're just layering colors here. Actually, over the black, it looks navy. And doesn't look too bad. Do you see it as navy, or is it just me? Can you see the light? It looks like a navy. It does, doesn't it? Let me just make sure I've got it more. It looks so navy too. Look at this. This is navy. I just want to make sure if we're doing we're just taking a turn, just changing directions for a bit. I did not intend on using this, but seeing we'll just have to dry it again. It gives it a nice pearl look, but we'll wait for the green to dry and come back to it. The next two colors I'm going to use. Yeah, it does look like navy, doesn't it? Oh, that sounds interesting, Elizabeth. Please post your work. And I'm going to use, you can use any color, gold or copper or copper. I'm going to use the Martha Stewart one, even though I couldn't find, you do? I couldn't find my, you know, I'm still in the process of organizing my area. I put my Pentart stuff and labeled it, but I can't find the box that I've labeled for metallics. Let me get a couple of brushes. We're going to start, I think, with the copper. I'm not going to mix. Hey, let me chemical. I'm not going to mix the copper with anything. I should have shaken it up more. And all I'm going to do is, I don't want to get rid of the black. I do want to keep the black, so I'm just going to dry brush the areas following the trim. I didn't make it very thick. I'm just trying to follow the added texture that I added with the glue, with the decoupage glue. Well, the decoupage and just want to add. I'm just following my line. And because it's wet, I messed up. But we'll fix it. I'm just painting in between the lines. And I think most of it is covered. So I've just left the areas that don't have anything on them. I mean, my first layer of decoupage. But this black here is bothering me. But we'll get rid of it. I wonder if we can crackle it at this point. We'll have to try that on a different project. Carol Hoffman McGill. Nicole. Okay, I'm going to leave this to dry, but I am going to touch up that black one from the top and leave it. Yes, that would be good, Dolly. And as you can guess, the next color we're going to use is going to be the gold. It's a very simple project. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. And because I don't like cleaning brushes, I'm going to try and clean the copper. Okay, now we're going to attempt, I don't know which gold I prefer, I think this one. I don't know if this is brand new or what. Yeah. I hate removing these. I don't need that much. Oh, I see, Betty. Yeah, I'll scroll back. Is that me you're talking to? It's still very sticky. And I'm just going to go over it with some black. I mean gold. I usually use the Pentart one, but I couldn't find my stash today, and I didn't want to open new ones. I'm reorganizing my studio area, and I put them somewhere. I labeled them. And I couldn't find them. But typically I would use my Pentart. How does it look so far? No, not yet, Betty. You know, when the kids come during the weekend, it takes all my time. And let me just, how does it look so far? Laura, how are you, my friend? How are the grandkids? I need to do something. You're remodeling now, Cynthia? Wow. I've got a little bit of that black that I'm going to dry brush. I can either do that or use wax. Oh, that's good. That's good, Laura. Tomorrow I am going to also be showing you, thanks Laurie, I'm just going over it with some black just to highlight the wrinkles. I just want to show you a close-up. Can you see? It looks like oh really? It's because it's still wet, Betty. I don't want to do that. It's just when I touch it, it's still very what's the word? Sticky, which tells me it's not dry. And I don't want to wet it more because I still have stuff I want to add. And I'm thinking, my would you bend? So tomorrow, I'm going to, I'm just aging it really, just so that